Hey, what's up, everybody? JimmyTiptoe here. We're back with another Death Note reaction. Last episode, we saw Nier escape by throwing looks like millions and millions of dollars out into the crowd, which allowed him to escape through the crowd while the chaos was going on. One of the members of the task force reached out to Nier, gave him some insight, and just with that little bit of insight, Nier was able to figure out that Light is indeed Kira. They Light took some steps using Misa, and she relinquished rights or ownership of the Death Note to just a devout Kira follower that Light had tracked down. And while Light and Misa were under surveillance, more people died right on TV. One being the spokesperson or alleged spokesperson of Kira from Sakura TV, is now dead, along with a few others that were on that program. So, yeah, that doesn't help the task force's case against Light that he is Kira or that Misa is Kira. Because, yeah, easy, man. But, I mean, they know that there's several different notebooks. So I guess maybe they can come to the conclusion that maybe it's not Misa, maybe Light's using someone else. I'm sure Nier will probably figure it out once he gets an update of what just happened. But this is episode 32. Here we go.
The average Japanese adult would say that Teru Mikami was a child with a strong sense of justice. He was able to distinguish right from wrong better than any of his peers. And compared to the average Japanese person, Teru had been through and seen far worse miseries and even witnessed death.
We still have someone surveilling, or no, that's Simu. Delete. Almost looks kind of like Light. Just change the hair.
In this world, there is only good and evil. That was one of the first universal truths I grasped from observing the world around me when I was a child. Every human being, without exception, ends up falling into one category or the other. One could not escape that fact. As class president, I strive to achieve great things for my fellow students.
Not
but there were always enemies. Good against evil. Evil has to be confronted. There were times when it seemed evil would triumph over good. But no matter what happened to me, I felt happy for one reason.
Thank you, Teru.
Yeah, do it. This is bug ya.
But that was only true in the world of children. Middle school was another matter entirely.
Middle school?
The more I confronted
evil,
the more enemies I had to face. Victims would become participants, and even the people watching would be influenced by evil and become enemies themselves. The only person who understood my hopes and remained my ally was the woman who raised me on her own. My mother. No. Rather, it used to be my mother.
What, then it became Kira?
Teru, not everything in the world is going to work the way you want it to. You have to stop doing this. There's no reason for you to suffer so much for your beliefs. What do you think you're proving getting hurt like this?
She was one of those who deserved to be deleted. That was when the miracle happened. 4 of the worst delinquents from my school lost control of their car while they were joyriding. They died instantly. One bystander was killed as well. That bystander was my mother. I couldn't stop shivering.
Jeez, dude.
But then, it hit me. With these people out of the picture, how many others would benefit as a result? Clearly their victims were relieved. But beyond that, wouldn't everyone in my class be happier now that they were gone? And sure enough, I was right. Our classroom became a peaceful, joyful place. Evil must be deleted. Now then, let's see. Are there any more
Deleted.
problems with these records?
No, they're
With
fine.
every
Thank you.
passing year, my commitment to justice only grew stronger. Those whose very existence is a threat to society. And the closer they grew to adulthood, the less likely it was that they would ever reform. They could only be deleted. Mysteriously, every time I judged someone as evil, they would soon be taken care of. Was it coincidence? Was I special somehow?
Was this
In the
Kira?
end, and if it isn't, then someone must take it upon themselves to punish evil. That's why I became a prosecutor. It is the role of the prosecutor to see that evil is brought to justice. It was an ideal job for me. God came before me. Everything that had been happening around me wasn't coincidence. It was divine justice. God had seen how I did not surrender to evil. He reached out his hand and punished the evil people for me. Once I realized that, I started to frequent places where God was bound to be watching.
Got the death note.
God recognized me, as I had always hoped. Not only that, but he found me worthy of sharing his power to eliminate evil. With this, it doesn't matter if I can't hear his voice. I shall figure out what Kira wants and carry out his will. Delete.
Now,
Delete.
Light knows his name, so he has the capability of deleting him
Delete.
when he's exhausted his usefulness.
Mikami made the choice to kill Demegawa himself. I never requested it. An understandable move, but now there's no spokesperson. Kira needs a voice. And at the moment, I can't make any moves myself. What will he do?
We need a spokesperson to spread his word to the people. Then I will
Figure
take
it
the
out.
initiative.
Extra, extra! There's a new development in the Kira case. He's chosen a new spokesperson to take Demegawa's place. Take a look.
That woman.
Oh, wow.
Kiyomi Takeda.
Good evening. This is Kiyomi Takeda from News 6. Starting today, it will be my duty to spread the word of Kira accurately and quickly. As
Kira's
part of
got
this
good
effort,
taste.
everyone's
Choosing
opinions
Taki was a
and
good
questions
idea.
of Kira will be passed on to him through me.
There's no
Kiyomi
mistaking
Takeda.
it. That's
I
the
am
girl
not
that
only
Light
his
dated in
spokesperson,
university.
but also his liaison with the people of the world.
You've moved quickly, Mikami. However, it won't take them long to find the connection between us, which could be a problem. No, on second thought, she's not a bad choice. It's one I never would have considered since I already knew her.
Kiyomi Takeda.
Okay.
I had a chance to meet her when I was part of a debate program she was hosting. She was a shrewd and fair host for the most part, but her attitude changed subtly when Kira's name was mentioned. But it's more than that. She thinks like Kira. That makes her the broadcaster most worthy of being the new voice of Kira.
Thinks like Kira.
It'd be too suspicious for Kira to choose an ex-girlfriend as his representative. And there's been no sign of Light sending her any messages. Maybe I'm thinking about this too much.
To be honest, I know her. Back in university, she and I were actually dating for a little while.
So he admits it.
Wow.
He has no intention to hide the connection.
If she's acting as his spokesperson, she must be receiving orders from him.
But Taki's probably doing it because Kira's threatening her, right? She might be too scared to help us out with our investigation.
That's a good point.
I'm not too worried about that. I know her current cell phone number. I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to convince her once we get talking. She'll meet with me if I ask her to. Talking to her will be easy, but the real challenge will be to get her to help us find and arrest Kira. We used to talk about a lot of different topics while we were in college, and one thing was clear, but we might be able to use that to our advantage. The police
you wanna
claim they
meet 'em.
support Kira, but aren't doing anything one way or the other. So I'll reveal that I've joined the police and ask her what we can do to help Kira further. To her, it'll sound like a good idea. I'm not entirely sure, but it's worth a try at least.
I agree. It'd be foolish for us to pass up a lead like this.
In that case, I'll call her tonight.
If you don't mind, I'd like to listen in on your conversation with Miss Takeda.
Of course, that's fine with me. Actually, it's better if you do. If she lets slip something about Kira, it would be best if more than one of us was listening.
Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Kiyomi? This is Light Yagami.
Light? Hi, it's been a while. What's going on?
Kiyomi, I have a favor to ask you.
A favor?
Yeah. I know my timing is pretty bad. I mean, you're the woman the whole world is watching right now, so it might not be possible.
Don't play innocent and humble with me, Light. You wouldn't have called if you didn't think it was possible to see me.
What's with playing this
You're right.
song?
And now it looks like our jobs have brought us together. After so much time, our paths are about to cross again. Call me crazy, but I feel like this is fate.
What do you mean, our jobs?
I'm working with the police now. That was part of what I wanted to talk to you about. In person.
All right. I may be able to help you, depending on what you're asking for.
I appreciate it. At the very least, I just want you to hear what I have to say. Anywhere.
Well, okay then. After tonight's broadcast is finished.
That sounds perfect. I'll book a hotel room for us.
A hotel
A
room?
Are you sure?
Are things not going too well on the home front?
Well, to be honest, Misa's just not intelligent enough
Ugh.
to be my partner.
Mochi,
Yes?
your cooking is really good, and I appreciate that you're doing everything
What if she
for
finds
me, but
out?
it's been 5 days.
Nier and the others told me that this woman's supposed to be the second Kira. But could it really be this unbelievably stupid girl?
It seems that Kira still hasn't tried to contact me yet. If he's in a situation where he's unable to contact me even if he wants to...
Good evening. This is the 9 o'clock news. First, I have an announcement that comes directly from Kira. His words are to become the new law of the world. Kira will never forgive those people whose existence is a threat to justice. But he will also not forgive those who live wastefully.
What? So Kira's gonna kill lazy people now?
You're kidding me.
You're taking this too far, Mikami. It's too early to be making those kinds of statements. I've got to get a hold of him soon.
Good. Audio and video online, no blind spots.
Until next
The
time.
9 o'clock news is just ending.
Everything's in order. I'll head back to HQ.
Okay.
Nah. Poor Misa.
I missed you.
Ah. Yamasura.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just... Anyway, please sit down. To be honest, it doesn't seem like that long since we last saw each other.
What the hell is Light doing? He's not saying anything. If he just stays silent, she'll get suspicious.
Come on. Don't tell me you've never been in love before, E-Day.
How's it going?
The mood's perfect.
That's not what I meant.
Is it Mikami?
She just said it's Kira!
Kira's contacting her directly?
No, I'm with a friend right now. Yes, we're alone.
If luck is on my side, I can get on the phone myself. Well, Mikami, can you make it happen?
He wanted to meet me all of a sudden.
I'd like to speak with him if I may.
Oh, gosh.
He said that he wants to speak to you.
She's passed the phone to Light. It could be dangerous if he's the real thing.
Yes, hello?
Who am I speaking to?
You're God!
You're doing well, Mikami. Let's just see
Oh.
how much you can figure out.
God, you're not free to speak right now.
Yes,
You're being watched at the moment.
yes. But how can I trust you're the real Kira? Sakura TV?
Quick, let's check it out.
Oh, he's just gonna take someone out.
Back to our program, no matter what it might take.
He died! This is bad. He's the real thing.
Mikami, yes, you're even better than I expected.
I don't understand. What's going on?
Listen, Kiyomi,
She can tell him?
I am
Or
the real
he can
Kira.
tell her?
That's right.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
I'm Kira.
Oh,
That's what I
snap.
wanted to tell you. Listen, I won't allow you to ask Kiyomi who I am. You don't need to know my identity.
Yes, I'll leave the rest to you, God.
The man who is on the phone is one of my followers who I've shared my power with.
I can't believe it's you. You were the only man I ever really admired. To be honest, the only man I ever felt a connection with. And now, to find out you're Kira.
Join me, Kiyomi, and you will be the goddess of the new world.
Oh, Light.
Light, are you okay?
Yeah. Kiyomi was able to work things out with Kira. I've decided that from now on, I'm gonna pretend to be dating her. We might be able to find Kira that way.
Delete. Delete.
Is he gonna die soon? Gosh, dude. Now what's gonna happen to Misa? Dude. Getting someone else involved again? He just straight up told her. The balls it took on Light to tell her. Yeah, I don't. There's 5 episodes left, I think. There's something's about to come to like a crushing, like, I feel like some of these next episodes are just gonna have so much going on, and it's just gonna be boom, 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 boom. Nier's still out there, of course. We didn't see him at all during this episode, so we don't know what he knows so far. But then Mello is also surveying Misa, but she doesn't recall anything right now, and Light might keep it that way. I mean, it'd make more sense. So Teru still doing his thing. Now there's Kiyomi is involved. Now Light is gonna be pretending to date her, but it seems like he's kind of more into her than he is Misa. But that could still be all an act.
All the pieces have fallen into place. Now that things have come this far, it's my turn to go to Japan.
Oh, he's going.
Commander Rester. Yes, I'm intending to go to Japan.
All right. So you would like me to stay in New York while you're gone?
Not at all.
Then what's the point of me coming back there?
Truth is, I've never made travel arrangements or boarded a flight on my own before. That's why I need you to come back, so you can escort me.
Understood.
We got him. Both Yoshida Productions and NHN are practically begging us now. The great Misa comeback plan was a huge success.
These days, it's nearly impossible for anyone to get into NHN, but this'll get us full access.
It'll definitely be to our advantage to have someone who can go in and out freely. In the meantime,
Where?
I'll continue investigating Takeda.
The newscast?
This is Nier. I want to speak to Al.
This is L. What is it you want from us? He's in Japan? Why tell me? He's up to something.
Al, I presume you've already contacted Takeda for the purposes of your own investigation? For the time being, it's a given that if we want to get any closer to capturing Kira, we'll have to keep an eye on Kiyomi, Takeda, and NHN in general. I want you to pass on a message. Inform her that as of now, several SPK members have entered Japan in order to catch and arrest Kira. I also want you to mention the following to her so she'll relay it to Kira. In total, there are only 4 active members of the SPK. That includes myself. Kira won't be able to resist such an opportunity. Knowing him, he won't run. Instead, he'll try to kill us before we get too close.
He's using it to
All right,
tease
Nier.
her.
If that's how you want it, I'll accept your challenge.
I am in Japan as we speak.
I am in Japan as well.
Then we'll be quite close to each other. Who knows? We might even have the chance to meet. Face something to look forward to.
He doesn't have
Yes.
anyone with
When that time
Shinigami eyes.
comes, we'll
Well,
finish this Kira matter once
Tiro
and for
does.
all.
Definitely.
But he
From
doesn't
the
have
very
constant
beginning,
contact
even
with Teru.
now, it's been a one-on-one fight against L. And even though he's dead, very well, Nier. Fine, I'll come out to play if you will. It's only fair after all. When that happens, this long battle will end, and I can finally begin my reign at the top.
First, let's review what we know so far. For now, we'll call him El Kira.
El
There's also
Kira.
another one. Someone who has the notebook and is currently using it. We'll call him X Kira. Judging by the pattern of X Kira's killings, he has definitely made the deal and acquired the Shinigami eyes. El Kira and X Kira can't communicate directly. So, given the situation as it now stands, there are 2 ways to win against Kira. One, the simple way. We arranged to kill both El Kira and X Kira.
Why not?
That's not the way we work, Commander.
We, sir?
Yes, that's right. We kill those 2 and the murders stop. Such ex post facto justification will not be tolerated.
But they don't know who X Kira is. So you still need to figure that out.
So, Kiyomi, I heard on the news the other day that you receive an enormous amount of fan mail every day.
Yes. I'm told on average it's about 200 letters a day.
200 letters? Wow, I'm a little jealous.
Don't say that.
Man, this is kind of boring listening to audio only without any video feed.
Keep calm as you read this note and the ones that follow. Make sure not to let the people listening to this conversation hear your reactions. The SPK has started to make its move. You have to start thinking about your safety, instead of only accepting messages from Kira.
Light's getting down to business.
You shouldn't only be a spokesperson. Your voice should be heard as well. Reach out to Kira. Tell him what you think he needs to know. I have a different job for T. In order to create the perfect world that Kira has envisioned, I want you to begin judging and punishing people as Kira.
What? Oh.
If you can do this, I'm sure you'll be able to send Kira information that you don't want the SPK to know about.
All right. I'll do it.
We nailed it.
That's our Light for you. He's good.
Not the way you think, y'all.
Delete. Yes?
I have an important message for you. You are to send me a fan letter that I'll be able to recognize as yours. You will also enclose something else in the envelope.
Oh.
Carry on with your judgments and killings as usual until I receive the letter and the pages.
And how about after you receive them?
Make a notebook that looks as close to the original as possible. And act as if you're killing people by using this decoy.
God, what are you planning? No, it's not my place to question God. His will is absolute. My job is to do what God wishes.
Pages are in there. But the way he's going at it, man.
Huh? What's this?
It's a replacement for Kira's kingdom.
God, what's wrong with these people?
Welcome to the show. Today, Miss Takara will introduce her 4 new female bodyguards who were selected after a rigorous screening process. The second is a former CIA agent, Miss Hal Lidner.
If there's an SPK member among these bodyguards, it would have to be Hal Lidner. Looks like Nier's conducting his own investigation of Takada.
A phantom killer who stabbed 6 people in Shinjuku's busy quarters was
Who
apprehended.
would I choose to be ex-Kira?
Above all, we must teach our children that Kira is good.
Takada was chosen because she's a strong supporter of Kira. So... that means ex-Kira must be someone who knew that Takada was a Kira worshipper. Someone who had a close, intimate relationship with her before her selection.
From this point onwards, you should assume that any person alive is a viable target.
Shut
I'd like to hear
up.
Kira's voice. I want to hear his thoughts once again. We should follow his teachings, exactly as Kira ordered. To me, it's obviously the quickest path to lasting world peace. Do all they can to contribute. It's our duty to improve our society. If there are no words or orders from Kira, then we have only one choice. We need to think for ourselves. We need to consider what Kira has taught us.
Could ex-Kira be Teru Mikami? Everything seems to fit into place.
You said I was supposed to be the highlight of the East West Pop Music Festival.
Well, it's true that you're the highlight. But when it comes to the headliner, it's a little harder to secure that spot.
That's why we should be taking precautions.
What an idiot! She doesn't even realize that Light's just using her for his investigation.
Don't say that. You might end up dead if she hears you.
Duh, I know that. That's why I whispered it quietly. I'm gonna go kick her!
I'm gonna go kick her.
What were you trying to do?
What was I doing? What about you?
That young lady is actually a very good friend of mine. Please, you shouldn't be so rough with her.
Of course, Miss Takada. Please, excuse me.
Misa.
Are you all right?
If Mr. Aizawa is there, would it be possible for me to speak to him for a moment?
Nier, this is Aizawa. What is it?
I have a question regarding surveillance for Elle and Takada's meetings. Are you recording both audio and video feeds of their conversations?
No. Only an audio feed right now.
If they're only using wiretaps, then it's safe to assume that El Kira and Ex Kira have found a way to contact each other through Takada. Seems like Lidner could be in more danger than we realize.
We knew the risks getting into this. To be blunt, what's important is that Elle starts focusing his attention on Lidner and Takada.
How are things, Giovanni?
Well, about Mikami. It's strange. It's ridiculously easy to trail him. He's not trying to hide or anything. He's lived at the same place the past 4 years. There's nothing unusual about him. I'm beginning to think he can't be ex-Kira.
No, there is a very high probability that Mikami is ex-Kira. Please be very careful. Don't enter his room yet. Just keep watch over him for now.
They're
Man,
gonna
how
find
many
the
meetings do I need to have with
fake
NHN
notebook?
for crying out loud? And seriously, how many times do these people have to tell me be careful about what you say?
Listen, Misa, Takeda would like to have dinner with you this evening, just the two of you.
Huh? That Kiyomi, what's she up to? Good idea. The music festival's MC. Should have dinner with the main performer at least once.
Miss Takeda, she's accepted.
Great. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and Lindner, please book a nice private room for us. And also, I'd like you to attend the dinner as well.
Huh? Yes.
She gonna kill them? Both of them? And act like Misa was gonna attack her and the CIA agent was defending?
Misa, I'm sorry to have to invite you to dinner so late at night. I'm afraid it had to wait until after the 9 o'clock news was finished.
No problem. I don't mind at all. I'm a night owl anyway. Well, what is it?
I'm not really sure how to answer a question like that. So, Light must be pretty busy. How do you two manage?
Why, you? She knows that I can't see him that much, while she can be with him all the time. How dare she? In fact, he starts clinging to me as soon as he gets in the door every night.
Ah, I see. It sounds like you're doing well.
Actually, I should probably tell you since you are the MC. I'm going to announce my engagement to Light at the Pop Music Festival. Of course he does. It's an engagement. It's not as if I can get engaged to myself. He proposed to me more than a month ago. It was so romantic. Don't you think it'd be exciting to announce it at the Pop Music Festival, Miss MC?
Why not? If you're able to, that is.
What do you mean if I'm able to?
Oh.
What, are you not gonna let me announce it? Or maybe it's something else. Maybe you're gonna get Kira to kill me.
Only Kira can decide who he's going to punish. I have nothing to do with his decisions. Anyway, I don't have any intention of killing anyone, no matter how horrible they might be.
Well, whatever. I used to really like Kira too, you know. But I know for sure that Light's gonna catch him soon. Once he gets caught, it'll be nothing but bad news for him. And as for you, you'll probably be executed.
Oh!
Miss Takeda, are you all right?
She's laughing.
Listen, Kiyomi. I am the real Kira. Please, join me, Kiyomi. And you will be the goddess of the new world.
Miss Amane,
Yes?
I find this unpleasant.
Oh, yeah? I feel the same!
Up and learned a few manners before I invited you to dinner. I suppose I'll know better.
And anyways, you're being childish for storming out in the middle of dinner over a silly little comment! Hey, Mochi! Thanks for waiting, Mochi! How are you?
Are you okay?
Of course I am! I won after all!
One?
Yeah, it was easy!
If you read between the lines, they were arguing over which one was his lover.
Your thoughts?
All I can determine is this. Light Yagami is popular with the ladies. And we know that Takeda and Amane both adore him. They will not easily betray him. In fact, they'll likely do whatever he asks.
Please stop.
Oh, come on now, lady. I mean, wearing a short skirt like that in the winter, it's an invitation.
Please, someone!
Mikami's just taken out a notebook.
But it's not the real one?
Delete. He's getting off the train.
Okay, so he clearly still has the notebook. And what's her face doesn't yet. Oh my gosh. So they're honing in on X Kia. Wow. That's okay. So what was the point in her meeting Misa? It was just to egg her on. I mean, it's probably Light's doing for sure. make her a little bit more unstable, makes it easier to look like she dies of natural causes, maybe. Woo-wee. Nier and the squad are in Japan now. They're close. Got like 3 more episodes left. Oh my gosh. I think this next episode is gonna be huge. What do y'all think? Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you for the next upload. Peace out.